Hey y'all, welcome back to Chat with Coach Amy. Today I'm with one of my group clients. She's been one-on-one before too. This is Lauren. Tell them hey.
Hey.
Oh, so excited we're finally doing this. I have never, I don't, well, maybe never's a strong word. I haven't in a while had someone so excited to be asked to be on the podcast.
Well, it's funny because I remember I tried to find the post, but I couldn't find it. But I had shared somewhere that like in my daydreaming of being on the podcast, you would ask me where I first found you, and it was like this one video that I remember. Like that was my Coach
Tell
Amy
me.
moment. It was you were sitting outside at like a bistro table, maybe in your yard, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. And you had some, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was, but it was some single serve option. It was either
Well, it was
like,
Glucky Pudding.
that's what I thought, but I'm like, I
That
thought
was
you
during
hated
COVID.
gluten.
That was in 2020.
Okay, no wonder I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's old. Duh.
That's when I found you. Yeah,
Wow.
I
Wow.
know. It's been a minute.
5 years ago. When did you do blooms? Or was that the first thing you did? I'm assuming. I
Yes,
mean,
I
buds.
did
I'm
blooms.
sorry. I'm so stupid. Buds. When did you do buds?
Yes. I was fall 21 of
Fall
buds.
21. So it took a year.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And I'm so glad I did it. It was
Me
amazing.
too.
It
Oh, so
was one of those
good.
things, you've said it too, like, everyone thinks they know what they're doing, and then you do buds and you're like,
Oh,
oh, I didn't really know, did I?
that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad you're in my life. And I'm glad that you're going to tell your story. So tell us about yourself, girl.
Oh, I am 47.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my husband Rob and I have been married 17 years. We have two children. Adam is 13, going on 14, and Sarah is 11. So this is a very fun, interesting stage right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
only
work.
gets better.
It's wild. Yeah, I stay at home. I don't work, so I'm a housekeeper. I keep my home.
You little
Um,
housewife.
yeah, yeah, and it's interesting too because for the most part, Rob works from home, so we're together quite a bit. Quite a
Right.
bit. I
Right.
actually got lucky. He's traveling this week,
Okay.
so I have this entire house to myself to do this podcast.
Wow.
I
I have a
know.
funny thing. I was thinking it this morning. So, before I started my business, I've been a stay-at-home mom since the day that I pretty much gave birth to Bella 20 something years ago. And since I started my business, I don't do much housewife stuff anymore because I'm working. But I love it. I love Wes will help me when he's around, but I love making my bed and opening the curtains. I love when I get to this is so stupid sounding, but it's just Amy. I love to do the like a load of laundry. I'm like, oh, I kind of miss this little housewife stuff, and I'm like, let me go work.
No, I gotta work. Thank you.
Isn't that funny?
It is. Yeah, so that's my personal story. I was introduced to THM just after my 40th birthday. My cousin-in-law was dabbling in it, and I had tried all the diets and the workouts
Yeah.
and all the things, and so I thought, well, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. And I never really left. I didn't always do it great, but I've not tried anything else since. So it's kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Initially I lost, I don't know, it was like 15 pounds. And I kind of stuck around like maintenance. I definitely could have lost more, but um I was dirty THMing it for a long time. Sorry, I just got a phone call in
You're
the
okay.
middle of
You're okay.
that.
You worked fine.
And then, just kind of doing it until I found you, and then I got into buds and started doing it much better. Still not perfect. And then when did I complete? I did 100 strong in 23.
Okay.
and I did it. And I was
That was
like, oh
mind
my,
over. I just wrote all that down because I just made a video about it. So
look
that
at
was
you.
mind over matter, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Okay, that was 23. You're correct.
yes,
Good job.
yes. I did that, and it was super empowering, and I was like, look at what I did. I did it. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And
So you were 100% on plan for the last 100 days of the year.
yes,
Got it.
yes, it was maybe even a couple more than 100 days. I think I started a little early. Um, and then January, like I was like, oh, it's okay. I can, I did so good. I can
Yeah.
have a little something. And then it just like snowballed and I
So
just
guess
fell.
what? Lauren can't do
I
that.
can't. I can't. And that was like perfect storm because my body started changing.
Right.
So between January 24 and like January 25, I had put on 30 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
And it wasn't like I was going crazy
No.
eating all the things. I mean, it was so frustrating. I was gaining weight as if I was eating McDonald's 3 times a
Yeah.
day.
So your hormones were probably out of whack, entering
Hmm.
the lovely pause seasons. Insulin resistance was creeping in.
Yep.
And those small off-plan things you were having here, there, and yonder was going, just feeding all that, if you will.
Yep. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
And it's
So
happening to so many people. So I'm super proud
uh,
of you for sharing this. It is rampant,
it's
rampant.
so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I mean, oh, it's it's something. But I mean, and then I it just was like perfect too because all the Wizzy stuff came out, and now I'm seeing like, okay, this is what's going on,
Yeah.
and this is how you fix it,
Right. Right.
um so yeah, I mean, I've got the tools,
Yeah.
and I do have someone that I have in town that is helping me
Yes.
with hormones,
Yeah.
so I'm not on the Kiora, but I'm
That's
working
okay.
on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see something, but
Everybody, yeah, everybody has to make their own decision on that. And so, and you're doing great. You really are.
yeah, but I think I had gotten into such a low place, feeling, I mean, putting on 30 pounds in a year is devastating.
Mhm.
You feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
And it really just messed with my mindset. It really did.
Can we go to like so, your naughty nibbles is what we call it a little bit. I had a one-on-one client that called it that one day and it stuck. So,
Yeah.
do you say that you had over that time, were they like completely off-plan meals, or was it just a little bit, or was it in between grabbing? Can you just explain that?
Yeah, it was in between grabbing. It wasn't, I could, my meals, my snacks could be great, and then but it would be like the in between, like, you know, going into the pantry and getting that Chips Ahoy cookie. Like, I don't need that. Why is that here? Like, I don't, my people are not on plan.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have all this stuff in my house. It's just, and then like that mindset, like beating myself up, like I don't have the willpower. I can't do it. I keep messing up and all this.
Hmm.
Um, and then knowing for a long time that I had needed to do one-on-one
Yeah.
for a long time. And that finally happened this year. Um, yeah, I needed some of that CA tough love. Poop or get off the pot.
Let's go. My
I had
directness.
also I
My
had also had
directness
a
in such a good way.
yes, no, it's what I needed. Absolutely. I had also had a friend who is probably only, I don't know, 12, 13 years older than me. She had gone through pretty significant health scare, actually several, like right on top of each other in within a couple days. And she had told me that months before that happened, she felt convicted to do something about her health. And so like having her say that to me, like, I would not have survived this if I didn't get healthy. And it's
Wow.
just, it puts it into a different perspective. Like
It
I'm
does.
I'm 47. I'm not contending for a bikini contest
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's about my health, my longevity. uh, that to me right now is more important than looking good or being a certain size or weight ever was.
Yeah.
That was never
This is
enough to
so
get me.
timely. I literally, like I told you, I was meeting with someone for just a one-time 30-minute one-on-one call This is literally what we were talking about. She still has this mentality that she's trying to overcome, and she's doing all the things to do it. And she's like, I still keep telling myself, no matter what I do, I'm always going to be a big girl. I'm always going to be this larger size. Nothing that I mean, it's just such a profound statement that she's believing. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, we got to quit letting all the weight rest on the scale. We are the weight of the burden of this mindset
Mhm.
weigh on be on the scale. And it's health. And it's just like, it's exactly what you're saying. We've got to contend, and Serena Pearl said it so great. We have to contend for her health. It's trim healthy mama, as you and I know, is long term. It is not a
Yeah.
one time fix. Because even me, like my almost 9 year journey, the weight has gone up and down and up and down and up and down. But my mindset is like almost completely healed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like my temptations are still there. Like so I told her this today, last night. The boys were, I was doing a Walmart grocery order. Imagine that. And they were like, "Can you get oatmeal cream pies?" I went, "No, I cannot." And they were like, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'll eat them." And when I told her that, she was like, "What?" She goes, Amy, like knowing that Coach Amy still would be tempted by something, she goes, that makes me feel so much better. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not immune. But my mindset is doing so well that I'm like, nope, we're not bringing those in the house because I know that will tempt me. And so that is something that I was really glad to be able to share that with her. But I'm super proud. Like the light bulbs that I saw going off in your mind on your face during our one-on-one calls were amazing. I would Marco Darlene. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe Lauren. She was doing so good today. It was just like, oh, da 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 da, you know. So talk about some of those mindset changes that happened because I mean, it was incredible. You came to me
Yeah.
like this, and you left like da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So good.
Um, I think one of the biggest things was um just realizing it was okay if I wasn't perfect because
Mm,
I was walking like this gray area between like beating myself up, but also giving myself way too much grace.
yeah,
So like how do I navigate that? And then, navigating the, all or nothing or all in. It was the same thing,
yeah,
I just I was very hard on myself, but realizing that it was okay to not be perfect, like progress over perfection, which I had heard a million times, but like
mm,
why it took so long for all this stuff to
yeah,
click with me.
yeah,
And just, letting go of that guilt and also realizing like I don't have to do it all at once.
right.
It's okay. Like right now, again, my eating is not perfect. I want to get there. But right now, I'm really focused on the protein and the power. Like me consistently working out is going to set me up to make better decisions about my fuelings.
Yep.
So that's where I need to start.
And everybody's different. There are some people that need to focus on cleaning up their food and then they can get to the lifting. It's okay. It's okay. It can be everybody's individual and you may change next week,
Yeah,
you know? That's so good.
yeah, yeah.
It's learning where it is that you need to be.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And I think I just it's amazing the timing of it too. Is that first round of one-on-one, we had tweaked some things, and you were looking at my food and all that, and I was like, that's not what I need.
Mhm.
By the second round, I was like, no, it's the mindset. Like I need to get my head right because I can't just like again, the beating myself up all the time. It wasn't doing me any good.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
doing me any good.
What would you say is your favorite win from that time?
Oh, honestly, I just, and I can't put my finger on it. Like it
Mm,
just, the mindset shift clicked, and I don't know when, and I don't know how, but um, again, it was probably, like this perfect storm of doing one-on-one with you and knowing that's what I needed to work on. And then you were rolling out this mindset challenge, and
yeah.
it just all was meant to be. And it's
Great
exactly what
timing.
I needed. Yeah.
Can you talk about the kayak canoe story? I can't remember which one it was. where you put them on the golf cart or something, and you were.
Oh gosh,
Can you tell
yes.
that? I
Oh, I
love
forgot
that
about
story.
that. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we were vacationing at my in-laws have a summer home, and it's on a lake. And the kids wanted to kayak in the lake, and it's there was like three kayaks, and I had a golf cart. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get all this stuff up, and I'm gonna have to call somebody to get the van down because I can't get it all myself. And then I was like, hold on a second. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I hauled these very heavy kayaks up to this golf cart, and I finagled them all on there, and I'm like, I just did that. I just did that. And it had nothing to do with like, oh, I've been working out and everything. It was that determination. And you had told me, like, use that.
Yeah.
Use that determination to, I can do this. Like, tell me I
Yeah.
can't. um
Yeah.
and change it and apply it to your journey. And
Mhm.
that was a big flip,
Yeah. I will
switch
say that
flipped.
I cannot take full credit for that because um, I struggled in the early years of Camp and Knox being toddlers together. And I called Jennifer, my best friend JJ, y'all know her. I called
Hmm.
her squalling in my bathroom. I was on the floor on the phone crying my eyeballs out. So this was probably 8 or 9 years ago. And she was like, yes, you can. God gave you, she's like, get up, quit crying, right? And she said, that grit that you've got, that whatever determination that you have at CrossFit to go do all that crazy stuff you do, use it. And so that I'm gonna say that's where that came from. But it works so good. And that, your story and then some things that happened at the Tennessee Blooms retreat is what birthed the theme of grit being for 100 strong
Mm.
and growth, resilience. I don't forgot the other one, inspiration and transformation. I went through a lot of words, but those are amazing words to really fuel that consistency, um, to see the results that you want. It's none
Yeah.
of it happens by chance. You
No.
in our marriage, in our parenting, in keeping our home, in our relationship with God, with our food. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
And I'm still
Yeah.
doing the work every daggum day. It's not something you arrive at.
No, and I think that is something that I was trying to put into words, but it came to me from Cindy and
Carol.
Carol's
Mhm.
podcast, where you said, like, you're a begin againer. Everyone's a begin againer.
Yep.
Like, you have to begin again every single day.
Yep.
And I was like, well, dang, if that's not the truth.
If that just ain't the truth, I don't know.
Yes, I'm a begin againer, and it's not a bad thing.
Nope. Nope. I love that
Just
you talked about early on, like you've known about THM for years, and you're like, I never really left it. Like I didn't always do it the way I was supposed to, but
no.
it's a constant. Tim Hartley Mama is a constant in so many people's lives. You've listened to probably almost all of my podcast.
Hmm.
It's a common theme. I've known about it for blah blah blah. Many people that I coach have known about THM longer than I have.
Yeah.
And it's just a constant, and it's just a growth and stuff like that. So good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't imagine ever leaving it.
Yeah,
Hopefully I do it better. The older I
you will.
get, like,
You will. You
we'll
will.
get there. We'll
You
get
will.
there.
And it's pacing yourself for what works well for your life. I've we've got people that struggle with timing, and I'm like, well, if your life literally will not let you fuel every 3 to 4 hours, do what you can.
Yeah.
You're not a failure. You know,
Yeah.
there's some days I don't get 30 grams of protein in a couple of my fuelings. All right, tomorrow I'm gonna do a little better.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
have veggies. Okay. Some weeks I don't lift. Okay. It like don't burden yourself. That perfection stuff ain't helping nobody.
No, it's not. No,
Mm-mm.
it's not. No. And I mean, it's just so freeing to let that go too.
Yeah. It's okay.
So
It's
freeing.
fine,
Yeah.
as we
It's
say in Coach
fine.
Amy Land.
Everything's fine.
Fine. Fine. It's not an excuse, but it is a relief to not have to be perfect every
Hmm.
day. It's almost impossible to be 100% at everything that you need to do in your day. It's almost
Oh,
impossible.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so some days there's going to be better this and lower this. That's okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
So good.
What else you want to share today?
Um, I have the most amazing breakthrough group ever.
Mm.
I couldn't do this without giving a shout out to my breakthrough group 7. They
Oh,
are so amazing. Oh, just the most encouraging and faithful and just I mean, and it's amazing too because like we've all had our seasons. I
yeah.
remember um somebody had joined and she was rocking it. I mean, she had just finished up buds and she was like, yeah, she had
Yeah.
it all. She was doing amazing. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing so bad. And then she's like, one day it'll be me. And sure enough, it flipped. And I was like, oh, that's what yeah. I mean, we're all
Yep.
taking turns lifting each other up. And,
Yeah.
whether it's THM or life or,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. So I would definitely encourage people if they're not in a breakthrough group to get in a breakthrough group.
Yeah. And that's for people that are in blooms. So for
Correct.
people who don't
Yes.
know. Yeah.
And if you're in blooms, get involved in blooms because
Yes. Get in
I
there.
I don't do all the things, but I heavily rely on the lives. I rarely ever catch a live in the kitchen, but I also don't really do THM recipes for my dinners. Like
Yeah.
again, my people are not unplanned, and because I don't work, I can cook every night. I don't always
Yeah.
have to, but I can cook every night, and I just tweak whatever we do, meat and veg, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do that. It's easy. So
Yeah.
yeah. Trying to think if there was anything.
So in blooms, you use the lives, and you're at the weekly live on Monday and the bonus live. You're pretty regular. I think
Yes, I've been trying to be regular with the bonus live
yesterday's
because
was fun.
I got in late, of course. I was like, oh shoot, I missed it. And then I got in and I
Oh,
was glad to hear I heard what I needed to hear. So it was good.
good.
It was
And
good.
then the breakthrough group,
Yeah.
and you like the mindset stuff I did. We've got you know, refreshing the plan and how to use Wizzies coming up for September. So I'm really excited.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
Yay.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I would say the mindset stuff was amazing, but also, going back to even some of the older stuff, the relying on him
Mm.
was huge. Guardrails, of course, was amazing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I absolutely loved. I can't remember.
That's okay. It's a lot. I know. I know. I do a lot. And I had one newish person to me, and she's like, "Do you ever slow down?" And I'm like, "Can you define that, please?" Because I'm a type A, choleric, sanguine. And that can be a very harsh temperament. But I believe God is using it for his glory because I want my coaching to be as excellent as possible. Not
Hmm.
perfect. I know it's not because I'm very imperfect. But if I have an idea and it's doable, we doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, we doing it. I will tell you this week though, Lauren, I've had so many deadlines with Southern and Healthy and my director of the coaching program. I've been like, did you ever see the movie Overboard where Goldie Hawn, like, she kind of flips out and they're throwing grapes at her? Like, she's just in there.
Yes.
That's how I feel like at the end of the day. I love that movie from the 80s. But anyway, Wes, he'll be like, y'all right? I'm like, there's so many decisions. But I knocked out all that last night for holiday. And with 100 strong, and Darlene was like, yes, yes. I'm like, I need you to make me a specific list. And she did. And I was able to tick everything off, and so good. And director coaching, I'm getting all that done. We got the big THM convention coming up next year, and they wanted me to kind of spearhead that project. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, I
Great.
can do that. Uh-huh. But I mean, it is right up my alley. It's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
of course, I'll have, I'm sure, a massive team to make that happen.
Oh,
But
I'm sure.
anyway, it's been a lot, but God's been so faithful. And just being able to have things that are like they're attached to each other. Like it all
Hmm.
flows and it's not all this random stuff. Like I feel like that's something that's very helpful for you guys. And then you can say, you know what? That's important to me. That's important to me. And those aren't. And just know that that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And knowing that if there is something that comes up, that I can go back and look, and you've probably got something that says
Yep.
something about it.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking yesterday about one of the blooms, her daughter and her cycle, and she was struggling. And I got to talk about carbs, and I had to pull it up in my brain what that article was called that I wrote. But I was like, and you can let her listen. I'm like, oh shoot, this had recorded, and she was like, it's okay, we're homeschoolers. She listened the whole time, and I'm like, oh well, good. And then I got a little nervous because sometimes I'd be talking about adult stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway, I did. It's fine. I think everyone understands. You may not, and then they just mute it or, oh, go away, kids. Coach Amy's talking about
Yeah.
something you don't even know about yet. Oh, that's so funny. I love that.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
girl. Well, so I love that you are very upfront about your family not being on plan. I have a lot of people that I think that gets them a little out of whack. But
Yeah.
Pearl's husband and family, Serene's husband, I don't know if he eats off plan. I don't know, but I know Charlie does. And so I just want people to know that that's a really important thing. My family's not 100% on plan.
Mhm.
So don't think that that has to happen for you to be successful. That's a really good
No,
one.
no, it doesn't. And I will say it's funny because, like I said, I would beat myself up some, but then I would hear my kids say like, "Oh, my mom eats really healthy. She eats really healthy."
That's
So,
sweet.
they're seeing it, and I'm trying to, especially now that they're growing and approaching puberty and everything, and I'm really trying to get them to pay attention to what they're eating too.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My girls were wanting a little bit more protein, and I'm like, y'all should really try essentials. And so I'm explaining how much protein is in it, bioavailable, and what it does for their body. And they're both looking at me like, really? And Katie told me the other day, because I had them start out at 1 teaspoon
Hmm.
and work their way up. And Katie was the other day, she went, oh, I can do 1 tablespoon. I'm up to 1 tablespoon a day. I'm like, okay, don't go over that. That's all you need. You're good. But like, it's so neat to hear them, and Lily was asking me some questions the other day about something else. It is so sweet to have that, you know, and then
Yeah.
be proud of us for what we're doing. And it
Yeah.
rolls over into them, that's
Yeah.
that's real good. That's some good stuff.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, girl, thank you so much for taking time
Thank
with me today and
you.
sharing your story. Is there anything else you want to share?
No, I don't think so. I think I hit it all. But if you guys are looking for a coach, this is the one. She's so good.
Thanks, girl.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for listening. You want to tell them bye, Lauren?
Bye.
Bye, y'all.